Welcome back. We're now joined by Korea Roseman, founder of the Rundu Tennis Academy and a leading voice for youth empowerment in the Kavango East region. Now, from starting with just 3 players, he's grown the academy into a powerhouse while championing inclusion, innovation and regional excellence. Korea, good evening and thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Good evening. How is that?
I'm good, thank you. And yourself, how are you doing?
Blessed, can't complain. Thank you.
Well, Korea, talk to us about the growth of the Rundu Tennis Academy and, how it shaped your vision for youth development within the Kavango East region.
The development hasn't been going easy, but honestly, I'm proud to where it stands now because you can see the development, you can see the interest, and you can see the love and potential in the region.
Yeah. Why do you think, sport remains one of the most powerful tools for social change, especially in rural communities?
For me, honestly speaking, I've noticed that it brings a self-identity, you have a chance to identify yourself, what you're good at, what you're not good at, and then it gives a room for most of the youth in the region in terms of thinking outside the box. They get to challenge themselves, their opponents, and just the whole community at large. These are just creating opportunities to most of the youth in the region of Kavango. Honestly, there is talent, there's potential, and all they need is just simple support.
Yeah. What gap did you see, Korea, that motivated you to create a platform celebrating the region's unsung heroes through this Kavango Youth Awards that you're hosting?
It was a neglection kind of platform. I was looking at the music industry, the art industry, the culture, sport industry, education factors, all aspects where a youth is involved. And then I was like, okay, what makes them inspirational? What inspires them to keep doing good? I didn't see anything that was ongoing in the region, so I just decided to create the platform for everybody in the region who's doing something out of love and out of talent so that it can be easy for us to identify them and appreciate them.
What impact is it that you hope these awards will have on the young innovators, the creators and entrepreneurs who, often feel overlooked outside, urban towns?
Sorry, just repeat that one.
I was asking what impact you hope that these awards will have on these young creators, innovators and entrepreneurs.
All I can say is the eagerness I have for them is just making my childhood happy. Growing up, we didn't have a lot of opportunities to go out to showcase ourselves. But then while I was growing up, I thought, obviously we can create other platforms for the others since we didn't have it. And then during my travels of, Special Olympics, Namibia, the Rundu Tennis Academy presenting in the nationals, I saw like in Windhoek, Swakopmund, opportunities are being created by the same people. So I said, like, why not? Why can I not just be the person or the bigger person for now to stand up? Of course, the support will come.
I understand you're planning on launching a unified sports partnership with Special Olympics Namibia. Talk to us about that. Why is it important for you to intentionally, include athletes with intellectual disabilities in your vision for your regional, sports development?
It's just like I said before, these travels, these journeys of Rundu Tennis Academy have honestly opened my eyes to say that even though one might be totally fine or not having intellectual abilities, it doesn't mean that we need to exclude them, These are the same people that we live in our homes. These are the same people that we live around our community. And most of the things that I've seen in Namibia, not to say only in Kavango, but they are excluded. So when I met a Special Olympics Namibia, I fell in love with the fact that they should not be left out. We can do everything together. And for sure, we'll have a brighter future when we are all teamed up together.
Well, Korea, what lessons would you share, from your own journey with young people who want to lead change in, their communities, but they aren't sure where to begin?
It's easy, actually. It's easy as it sounds. All they need to do is just start, okay? All they need to do is just take that first step to start, whatever that they want to start. Let BIPA or whatever that they need to follow in terms of making the background or their grounds valid into it. But they should not let that discourage them. The first thing that they should do is just one step at a time to make sure that they start. And then the second one is just consistency. After you've done your first step, just follow through. the next step. It will continuously come by itself. The good part I believe in human nature is that as long as we put in consistency and the energy, the love, everything should come out positively. But then when we try to give up or put in a bit of negativity, it tends to fall a bit down. So just keep your head up and keep going.
Finally, Korea, where can interested young players or parents find the Rundu Tennis Academy, and how can they get involved or even register?
With the Rundu Tennis Academy, we are available every day of the 7 days in a week at Kavango River Lodge Practical, or that's how we do our practice. And then if maybe they would want to reach me on my number, then I would have to say it's 085-77-565-96. With that number, you can inquire on anything. And just like the platform says, Rundu Tennis Academy is currently the most affordable tennis academy in the country. So we are not really in it for the money or for cash, but we want to see development. You know, we want to help the ministry out.
Korea, thank you so much for your time and all the best on your endeavors.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.